No, seriously, hot sauce. I've been eating a lot of hot sauce, a lot of raw peppers and hot sauce.
Governor's race here in Virginia.
Getting back to the basics of teaching children, not teaching them critical race theory.
And what is critical race theory?
Well, I'm not going to get into the specifics of it because I don't understand it that much. Because I don't understand it that much. But it's something that I don't. What little bit that I know, what little bit that I know, I don't care for.
And what have you heard that you don't?
Well,
that you don't like?
I'm not gonna. I don't. I don't have that much knowledge on it. 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 But it's something that I don't care for.
They're coming all over the place. 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 Coming all over the place. Coming all over the place. Coming all over the place.
Get your words straight, Jack.
Here's the poll, Jack. You guys are all the same. Here's the poll, Jack.
Well, it was an amazing phone call I made. 40 Wall Street actually was the second tallest building in downtown Manhattan. And it was actually, before the World Trade Center, was the tallest. And then when they built the World Trade Center, it became known as the second tallest, and now it's the tallest. And I just spoke to my people.
Why attack Sanders? Why attack Sanders? Why?
You're getting nervous, man. You're getting nervous, man.
Unbelievable.
You have to go home now. We have to have peace. We have to have law and order. We have to respect our great people in law and order. People in law and order. People in law and order. We don't want anybody hurt. It's a very tough period of time. There's never been a time like this where such a thing happened with
And then they have cans of soup. And they throw the cans of soup. That's better than a brick because you can't throw a brick, it's too heavy. But a can of soup, you can really put some power into that, right? And then when they get caught, they say, no, this is soup for my family. They're so innocent. This is soup for my family. It's incredible. And you have people coming over with bags of soup, big bags of soup, and they lay it on the ground, and the anarchists take it and they start throwing it at our cops, at our police. And if it hits you, that's worse than a brick because it's got force. It's the perfect size. It's like made perfect. And when they get caught, they say, no, this is just soup for my family. And then the media says, this is just soup. These people are very, very innocent. People are very, very innocent. They're innocent people.
I don't know who created Pokemon Go, but I'm trying to figure out how we get them to have Pokemon go to the polls. I don't know who created Pokemon Go. I don't know who created Pokemon Go. I don't know who created it. I'm trying to figure out how we get them to have Pokemon go to the how we get them to have trying to figure out how we get them to have Pokemon created goals. I don't know who created, but I'm trying to figure out how we get them to have Pokemon go to the polls. 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 Go to the polls. I don't know who created. I don't know who created. Pokemon Go. I'm trying to figure out. I'm trying to figure out how to get them to have Pokemon go to the polls. How we get them Pokemon go to the polls. Pokemon go to the polls. And go to the polls. And go to the polls. And go to the polls. Trying to figure out Pokemon go to the polls. Have Pokemon go to the polls. Go to the polls. Pokemon Go. Pokemon Go. Created Go. Pokemon Go. Pokemon Go. Pokemon Go. Pokemon Go. I'm trying to figure out Pokemon Go. Pokemon Go. Pokemon go to the polls. They have Pokemon go to the polls. I don't know who created. I'm trying to figure out who created Pokemon Go. But I'm trying to figure out. But I'm trying to figure out. Go to the polls.
Hello, users, and welcome to another episodic installation of the Goddamn. Got a show going on today. I know it may be a shock, it may be a surprise, but there is a show and it's going on. And it's also today, unless you're watching the VOD, in which case it could be tomorrow or it could be yesterday. I don't fucking know. I don't know which one is. Hello, users, and welcome. So this is the show, doing a program here today. So I took the weekend off, and I did some stuff and some things. And it's the show time for Monday. This is the Monday program. Gonna be talking a little bit about some of the stuff that I was lolling at over the weekend. I was lolling, folks. I'm not gonna lie. I was laughing out loud. I lolled. Does anyone else ever loll? You know, I loll every now and then. Anyway, so doing a show today. Today is the show day for today. Tomorrow is the midterm election, so go be sure to vote. I have to still do that because I'm a lazy bitch. But I will be voting, so let's all vote together. And so we're going to be voting together. I've decided I'm going to be doing a midterm election stream tomorrow on twitch.tv. I will play video games, and I will be having midterm stuff on the screen as well. So, if you want to discuss the midterm election, I will be playing video games on twitch.tv tomorrow. I'll probably start the stream maybe 7 o'clock p.m., maybe 8. I'm not sure. We'll see. Maybe 7. And I'll go as long as I feel like it. And we'll go from there. I'll post a reminder on the YouTube page here. I'll post a reminder about that tomorrow evening. So, but there we go. I know I haven't been streaming much lately. I'm going through a little bit of it's anyway. So got a show. What do we even talk about? There's so much bullshit. Every day I get on this not every day but I get on this I sit in this chair and I'm thinking, this is a bunch of bullshit. I would even go as far to say that this is some bull cock, which may or may not be worse than bullshit. I'm not sure. Someone should get me a power ranking of all the bull anatomy and and creations, because shit is a creation. What is a better word to use? Like, I was gonna say bodily fluids, but shit, I mean, maybe it could be a fluid. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it's a fluid or not. I mean, I'm not too familiar with bulls in general. But anyway, got a show going on today. And so I'm doing a show. I still got some like seltzer burps. Oh, goddamn. All right. So everyone is distracted once again with another epic culture war story. That's right, we're part of the culture war, folks. We're in the trenches. And one of the latest installments of the culture war is Elon Musk's purchase of Twitter.com. So there's a couple of things. We got a story here. So I'm gonna read this article here from Daily Beast, thedailybeast.com, and yet the header for the website does not have a "the" in it. As you see, it's just Daily Beast. So that's interesting that it's thedailybeast.com, but then the newspaper's called Daily Beast with no "the," so it's fascinating. Musk bans impersonation after parody Elon's flood Twitter. So I saw this over the course of the weekend, and y'all, I mean, just the last week. What is Elon had Twitter for like a week now, like 10 days maybe. Hey, I laid out a bunch of predictions a couple months ago, and I'm glad to say that once again I am correct in everything I predicted. So, after vowing to make Twitter a, quote, bastion of free speech, Elon Musk announced a new policy on Sunday that will remove accounts engaging in the type of impersonation that comedians and others have used humorously to protest his takeover of the social media network in recent days. Quote, going forward, any Twitter handles engaging in impersonation without clearly specifying parody will be permanently suspended, Musk tweeted Sunday evening. The mogul added that while users previously received a warning before suspension, moving forward there will be no warning. Now again, this is a week after saying, quote, comedy is now legal on Twitter. He is now banning anybody without warning who makes fun of Elon Musk. I mean, I'm not going to lie to y'all. I told everybody, go watch the tape. Rewind the tape a couple months. That this would be a disaster. But, I'm not going to lie. Elon's thin skin has surprised even me. I thought it would be like a couple weeks or months before we'd see some like really bizarre changes. But no, first week. It's the first week. Okay. Celebrities such as Kathy Griffin, Sarah Silverman, and Mad Men star Rich Sommer quickly had their accounts removed for changing their usernames and photos to match Musk's. As a fake Musk, Griffin pushed her audience to vote for Democrats in the forthcoming midterm election. After much spirited discussion with the females in my life, the My Life on the D-list star wrote in one tweet, "I've decided that voting blue in the choice is the only right. There are also sexy females, by the way." I love sexy females. Just throwing that out there. So I agree with Kathy Griffin as Elon Musk. After Griffin's suspension, Musk joked that she had been banned for, quote, impersonating a comedian. Isn't that great? It's really cool. But if she really wants her account back, she can have it, he wrote in a pair of follow-up tweets, for $8. So again, the free speech guy. The free speech guy. Now again, I've always said this many times. Anybody that cries about free speech, they don't give a fuck about free speech. I need you to understand, nobody gives a fuck about free speech. Nobody gives a flying fuck about free motherfucking speech, okay? The parody bans follow and apparently contradict an October 28 promise from Musk that no major content decisions would occur before the formation of a content moderation council with widely diverse viewpoints. Isn't that great? On Sunday night, Musk posted, "My commitment to free speech extends even to not banning the account following my plane, even though that is a direct personal safety risk." So, on the same day he bans people for making fun of him, he then also tweets that he has a commitment to free speech. Oh. He claimed that Twitter, quote, needs to become by far the most accurate source of information about the world. That's our mission. Widespread verification will democratize journalism and empower the voice of the people. First of all, I just want to say Twitter, probably, out of all the social networks, I mean, compared to Facebook, right? My God, compared to YouTube, Jesus Christ. Twitter is probably the most accurate of these big social network, like, news, like social network kind of hybrid things. I'd say Twitter was already that. Now I'd say, maybe Facebook has got some room to grow here, because they've just been thrust into first place here. But I mean, again, I don't know. I'm sure my audience is probably a little bit more wise to this scheme than most people, but if anyone stumbles on this, I need you to understand. I know a lot of people, even accidentally, sometimes I find myself accidentally but a lot of people, they think that to become a billionaire means you're smart. Like, I need you to understand, like, that's like the common, like, oh, you got to be good at something. You got to be smart at something, right? Otherwise, they wouldn't be a billionaire. A lot of, like, they might not really necessarily respect this billionaire's profession, but they, like, deep down, there's like an intrinsic, it's that capitalist brain rot that really seeps into you, right, when you're really young in this country, right? But a lot of people think that to become a billionaire, it means you're smart. I need you to understand, being smart has nothing to do with it, right? The only way that people become billionaires is luck and handouts. Most of these billionaires are trust fund babies. Look at Bill Gates, trust fund baby. Jeff Bezos, trust fund baby. Elon Musk, trust fund baby. Most of these motherfuckers are just trust fund babies, right? And the ones that aren't are the ones that got really fucking lucky. That's it. Intelligence, IQ rating has nothing to do with it, right? So, just throwing that out there. Anyway, so Elon Musk, if you look at this one, going forward, any Twitter handles engaging in impersonation without clearly specifying parody will be permanently suspended. So this was yesterday, right? So a week ago, free speech, right? Yesterday, banning a bunch of people for making fun of him. Then yesterday also, right, as a way to explain the bans, they didn't specify that they're parodies. Right? They didn't specify the parody status. Oh, really? Okay, well, I got some more news here. Hassan Abbey on Twitter.com gives us an update. Apparently, internet streamer H3H3 Productions also got banned. Now, this is after. Now, note the time here, 7:03, 11:06. Note the time and compare it to this, right? It's around the same time. So, H3H3 Productions tweets, even though Jeffrey Epstein committed horrible crimes, I do still miss him on nights like this for his warmth and camaraderie. Rest in peace, old friend. Now, this may be of a shock to you to find out that H3H3 Productions had parody in their profile name. So here we have some other examples here from a news story that has covered this. Elon Musk, H3H3 Productions, parody account. It also had parody in, just all over it. So it got banned anyway. You can read this. This just some write-up about it. But I just find this whole thing pretty funny. I'm not going to lie. But also, again, none of this matters. Obviously, none of this matters. Easily predictable, low effort, low quality, material here. But, that's the thing. My opinion versus all these motherfuckers who, want to pretend that they're brave for, closing their Twitter account. This is way funnier, right? Deleting your Twitter account, that might make you feel good. Oh, Elon Musk has Twitter. Let me delete my account. I don't know, man. You can do a lot more funny shit with that shit. And then you maybe can get a news article. I don't know. But there you go. There are no rules on Twitter.com, essentially. Now, again, I've been very critical of Twitter for a long time. Twitter as a whole always has been pretty garbage website. It promotes hate. It promotes division. It promotes yelling at each other. It promotes arguing. It promotes fighting. And that's just really all it does. And the only other value that Twitter has is news. And that's it, But anyway, this is pretty funny. And the saga will continue. But there you go. Just kidding. Because I have another story here in regards to Elon Musk's Twitter purchase. Now, again, off the heels of banning anybody that makes fun of him, Elon Musk has also been doing speeches over the last couple of days talking about Twitter and what he plans to do with Twitter. And he was at this place, I don't really know the context here, Barron Funds, I don't know, but he says some really crazy ass fucking shit here. Let's watch.
So the way I think about it is that...
And the volume is lower than I don't even know, it's so low that it defies gravity.
So the way I think about it is that, I'm trusting you with the future of our country, of the world actually, when you're in charge of a media like that. So how do you prevent, being Jewish, how do you prevent this anti-Semitism? Or if I were black, how do you prevent all of the... So how do you prevent the use of the N-word? We should be able to figure out with software how to moderate this and prevent that from happening. Is that true or not?
Yeah, yes, absolutely. Totally agree.
So, first of all, this is the idea that got us into this mess. That software and algorithms can interpret human speech and behavior. That's what got us into this mess, right? Again, everyone complains, oh, censorship, Twitter, censorship, my account got deleted, right? Why does that happen? Because a software algorithm fucked up, right? When I go on YouTube and I, debunk election conspiracy theories, every once in a while, YouTube says, hey, we found that you were promoting those theories that in the video I'm clearly saying are ridiculous, right? Again, that is what got us into this mess, where everyone cries and whines about being banned on social media platforms. It's because of software algorithms. So again, already from the jump, a stupid-ass fucking thing to say, but let's keep going. It gets worse.
Temporarily, people have been able to put some hate speech on Twitter, but then it's been taken down immediately. So now, what I'm trying to achieve with this sort of enabling everyone to be payment verified with Twitter Blue is to try to get as many people payment verified as possible. It's only $8 a month, Although for some people that were complaining about that, and these are people who pay more than that for their latte.
I'm going to be one of your Twitter Blue customers.
Thank you. But like it's part of its revenue, part of it is payment authentication, and so if somebody because there is a huge problem with spam and bots and trolls on Twitter, and organizations trying to manipulate public opinion. But if we can get enough verified users, and we're going to prioritize Twitter search, replies, mentions by verified users first, and yeah, this is very.
And now, I don't like this clip cuts a little bit of the audience applause out, so it's all in one video because Twitter's got that limit. But the whole crowd clapped and gave him an applause when he said, do you have to pay Twitter? You have to pay Twitter to have anyone see your replies. You have to pay Twitter for anyone to see your posts. Now, I know Elon Musk has a history with apartheid, right? I'm aware of this. His family loves apartheid. But, like, there's going to be two Twitters. There's going to be two Twitters. One for the verified users and one for the ones who don't want to pay $8 a month. How hilarious is that? Now, it gets worse. Keep going.
If you're payment verified with a blue checkmark, then you're pre-prioritized and hateful conduct pays. But if somebody risks losing even $8, the net effect will be over time that the verified users will pretty much always be at the top of comments and search, and you won't really see, you'll have to scroll far to see the unverified users, which will be the bots and trolls and whatnot.
I love the idea that Elon Musk, anyone that doesn't want to pay $8 is a bot or a troll. There's no one else. I don't know. Maybe literally anyone that can't afford $8 for a fucking stupid social media app. Now again, I need you to understand, this guy never, ever anybody. Now again, it is okay to be wrong. I want to be very clear. If anyone clicks on this video, an Elon fanboy, right? It's okay to be wrong. To be wrong is a lesson, right? When you are wrong, right? You think back, why did I believe this? Why did I think this way? What led me to believe that Elon Musk actually cared about free speech, right? What led me to believe that a billionaire would care about free speech? I don't know. I'm not you. I have no idea. But if you click on this video and you were someone that was like, Elon buying Twitter was a good idea, free speech, you got duped. I don't know what to tell you. You got lied to. So there's two things you can do here. You can be like one of these Trump guys, right? And then like, oh, no, he actually, no, blah, 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 blah. And you can keep digging your heels in the dirt and go into conspiracy cult land. Or you can say, hey, I fucked up. I got lied to. It's okay. We all get lied to every once in a while. We can't always be correct on everything, unlike me, which I'm always correct on everything. But Elon's not your friend. He doesn't know who you are, or he doesn't give a fuck about what you have to say. And again, the only thing that you will see on Twitter in a year from now are people's posts that they pay, right? And even if you can't pay, it's not like you can go, it's not like you can go to like the fucking bar and see where all the losers are, right? Hanging out, right? Like, no. If you can't pay, you're also only going to be able to see verified shit, right? So again, this is not a free speech guy, right? I don't know what to tell you. And if you thought that he was, you got lied to, and now is a great opportunity to learn a lesson. Why did you think Elon Musk would be in favor of free speech? Did you just take him at his word? And if so, you really just uncritically think that if a billionaire says something, it must be true? Do you think the same about politicians? Politicians said that they're in favor of family leave. That must be true. Politicians said they're in favor of kitchen table issues. Must be true. Really? Are you that easily manipulated? Because I know a lot of people are, but I mean, come on now. Anyway, so there you go. That's our Elon stories. 2 Elon stories in one day. But I had to. I mean, it's too funny. Goddamn About to Sleep says, the lesion is I'm always right, okay. Motherfucker's got a lesion going on. Jeez, are you alright? Also, thank you, Brooke Holloway, for the membership renewal. Andrea's the coolest and wears cool clothes. It's true. I got some new drip, as the kids say. That's what they say. Cra. Andrea, you matter every morning. Thank you. $10 super chat. I appreciate that. I know I matter, but it's only on an intellectual level. You know, sometimes I have a disease and the disease forces me to stay in bed all day, but so, you know, it's a chronic illness and I work through it every day. But thank you for that. I've got a show planned for today. You know, I am thinking a lot about the idea of taking more breaks. And so, you know, I want to do that. I want to do that in a way that's not, you know, spur of the moment. But, you know, I appreciate people for... But I always put myself in this box where I need to do something every day. And sometimes that's not necessarily healthy. So, you know. But I'm working on it. And, yeah. I'm going to develop a system here. Once again, I will be doing a midterm election program stream. 7 p.m. on twitch.tv. I will be playing video games while we discuss the midterm elections. I'll have some charts and maps or whatever displayed. And so, you know, if you got any news, we can all discuss the disaster together while I do copious amounts of drugs and play video games. And so, yeah, tune in. I'll post a reminder on YouTube tomorrow at the same time so that if you forget or whatever, if you're mostly using YouTube, you can rely on that reminder. And that's tomorrow. That's right. The midterms are tomorrow. And before I jump into any other news stories today, I want to talk a little bit. I want to talk about the midterms. This is going to be my official midterm prediction. It is November 7th, 2022. I sit here. Anyway, creative writing aside, what are my midterm election predictions? So, you know, everyone's got to do it. This is mine. And let me tell you what I think. So, feel free to also post your predictions in the comment section, the chat, whatever. I'd like to know what y'all have to say. So, the numbers, you know, everything I see, you know, and I've been looking, you know, I haven't been streaming over the last couple of days, but I'm still looking, and I'm, you know, the numbers that I'm seeing pretty much seem to indicate on a national level that we're within the margin of error, right? You know, the important Senate races, margin of error, right? Pennsylvania, margin of error. Georgia, margin of error. Wisconsin, I mean, a little worse than margin of error from what I've seen, right? A lot of these toss-up House districts, margin of error. National generic ballot, margin of error. And we also know that we don't live in a democracy. We live in a gerrymandered hellhole of a country where several states and districts are drawn specifically to favor Republicans, and Democrats do not have really any sort of equivalent, right? So we know that. So really, margin of error is just bad. It's bad for everybody. It's bad for everybody involved. Now, again, anything is possible, right? You ever go on Twitter or whatever, Facebook, whatever you're using, maybe you're in like a fucking family group chat and your mom's posting some fresh copium, right? Like, oh, I was doing early voting and I saw like 8 people under the age of 30. The kids are coming. You see these posts everywhere. The youth is turning out. I was in line early voting. I saw 2 people that were obviously in their 20s. That's right. The youth is going to save us. Now, again, as someone in the youth demographic, maybe, I don't know, is 26. Am I, like, what age demographic am I in? I usually think that the youth is like 18 to 24. Maybe I'm in youth 2. I don't know. Or youth 0.5. I'm not sure. But anyway, as someone who's relatively young, relative to you, the old people listening to me, relatively young, I gotta tell you, the youth is not going to save you. I'm sorry. On behalf of the youth, as the spokesperson of the youth, I'm gonna let you know, don't get your hopes up. Okay? The youth is gonna fuck you over with a big, giant, rusty little fucking lightning rod. Okay, motherfucker? You are not gonna have a good time if you're relying on the youth. I'm just saying, I personally, my outlook is bleak. And now, I say this as someone that has a multitude of diseases of the brain that force me to look at everything in a negative light. And I'm trying really hard to factor that in, and I still think that we're fucked. And again, just to be very clear, it's not in the good dick way. If we were getting fucked in the good dick way, this country would be a completely different situation right now. But we're not. We're getting fucked in the bad dick way, and it's not good for anybody. Again, my position is, if all the data says that the election is within the margin of error, I think we're fucked. And, Republicans, their messaging is garbage. It's garbage. The Democrats, their messaging is garbage. It's garbage. Right now, again, let's look at a couple of the memes from this midterm election. Inflation, inflation, inflation. Inflation? Right? The idea that Americans, and we have to really understand this. A lot of people, they might live in a bubble. A lot of people, or they might self-select away from the average American, and hell, I don't fucking blame you. The average American is a fucking dumpster fire, and then you gotta look at the bottom fucking half, right? Jesus Christ. Americans are fucking stupid. I need you to understand this. Americans are fucking stupid, okay? And this is not just like a young people are stupid and old people are stupid. Americans as a whole are fucking dumb, right? They're dumb motherfuckers. They are like numb nuts. Like their nuts are so numb that that they're gonna fall off, okay? That's how fucking stupid they are. That's the average American, right? And so the average American they need people to tell them things. The average American's not going to look at the nitty-gritty of the Inflation Reduction Act. They're just not going to do it. The average American doesn't give a fuck. Okay? Right? So when Joe Biden goes out there and does some cool stuff, right? Like student loan debt cancellation, right? That, by the way, Republicans are successfully blocking in lots of different areas. Is Joe Biden going to go out there and talk about how he tried to do something good and the Republicans are stopping him? Whenever Joe Biden does a speech, there really is a limitation. And the fact that he's Joe Biden. Even if Joe Biden goes out there and is doing really cool stuff. I saw a clip of him talking about corporations needing to pay a fucking windfall profit tax. Damn, bro, that's cool. But again, Joe Biden's delivery is garbage. Joe Biden doesn't know how to talk to the average American. When Joe Biden goes out there and says, we're starting the process on decriminalizing marijuana, the motherfucker should have just done it. Don't start the process. Do it. Right? So another missed opportunity. Democrats don't know how to promote themselves. And I say that as someone that also doesn't know how to promote myself. I have no idea. Whenever I try to promote myself, I get embarrassed. I get nervous. I don't know what to do. But guess what? I'm not a Democratic politician. I'm not going out there trying to fucking, gain votes. So, again, Democrats don't know how to message. They just don't. They don't know how to promote themselves. Republicans, what they do is they just lie over and over and over and over again. They lie over and over and over and over and over again. That's all they do. They lie, 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 lie. But again, we have to understand the average American is so fucking stupid that they hear a lie and they believe it's true, right? And one of these memes is that Republicans are better for the economy. They're fiscally responsible. That's one of these memes. There's no evidence for this. In fact, not only is there no evidence to be that for that case, All of the evidence is the exact opposite. The exact opposite. Every shred, every piece of evidence when it comes to how the economy functions says that Republicans are worse. They're worse because they cause crises and crashes. The 2008 financial crash, who was in office? Republican. The pandemic, who was in office? Republican. The financial crash resulting from the pandemic, who was in office? Republican. They're all Republicans, right? Who gives corporate tax cuts to rich people and then they slash jobs domestically and then outsource them to countries that have legalized slavery? Republicans. Republicans are awful on the economy, yet you ask the average American, you'll ask the average American, and they're going to go, yeah, the Democrats are reckless spending. God dang, we need fiscal concern. Because they're fucking stupid. Right? So, at this point, I have no hope. I have no faith. I have no possible good things to say about the direction of this country. And, I'm going to vote. You need to vote. Do it. Right? If you're watching my show, I don't want anyone watching my show to be one of those non-voters, okay? I get it. We're all depressed. We all want to kill ourselves and each other. America's a violent country as well. It's also a depressed country. 50,000 suicides every year in this country, the United States. Right? I get it. But before you pull the trigger, right, at least put your mail-in ballot in, right? Do something for the rest of us, right? Because we're trying to make it in this fucking hellhole. Now, again, voting's not going to save us. I think Republicans are going to win the House and probably the Senate. But if they win either chamber, if Republicans win either chamber, it's over. It's over. I want, and maybe it's not over, I don't know. Maybe something that I haven't read about is going to happen. I'm not sure. But all the data that enters my brain leads me down the line of thinking if Republicans win either the House or the Senate, it's over. It's over. Why? Why do you think it would be over? This is what you're asking me. They're going to do nonstop hearings into Hunter Biden's laptop, nonstop hearings into like mask policies, nonstop hearings into the transgenders. They're going to do a hearing about transgenders every single fucking day. All the news cycle is going to be about the woke transgenders and Hunter Biden's laptop. That's going to be it. The Democrats, let's be honest, they weren't really doing too much in the good direction anyway. But now they're going to go from doing a little bit to doing nothing. They're going to do nothing. And then, because Americans are fucking stupid, you have to understand, I need you to understand this. Americans are fucking stupid, hopeless Neanderthals on average. Now, again, there's a couple Americans, they're not half bad, right? But most, I would go as far as to say 70+% of Americans are a write-off. They're just stupid motherfuckers. Now, again, that might sound harsh, but look at this country. Look at this country. Look at this country. In what way could we have an intelligent population when this is the country we live in, right? Exhibit A, the country, case closed. So, Americans are going to see, oh, the Republicans, well, they're not in power. The Democrat president is, and he's not doing anything. Because again, think about it. Does the average American know how legislation gets passed? Think about this. Think about it. Just think for a second. Think of someone you know. Your brother, your uncle, that friend that you have, coworker. Think of anyone you know. Does the average American actually know how legislation gets passed? They don't. Why? Because they're fucking stupid. They're dumb motherfuckers. Right? So, Joe Biden's going to be the president. A Democrat's going to be the president. Nothing will get passed. Nothing will get passed. People are going to say, oh, Democrat president. Well, Democrats are do nothing. Democrats, so let's vote for Republicans. Republicans and far-right extremists and paramilitary groups are literally with guns right the fuck now. Paramilitaries with guns are patrolling states like Arizona and monitoring, quote-unquote, ballot drop boxes right now. And Democrats are doing nothing about it. They're saying, oh, that's so sad. We shouldn't have that happen. Nothing's being done. Cops aren't doing anything. Half of voters in this country have an election denier on the ballot. Think about this. 14th Amendment, Section 3 says, if you engage or give aid or comfort to those who engage in an insurrection, you are banned from office. 14th Amendment, Section 3. And yet, half of Americans are going to have to vote on a ballot that has someone that engaged in an insurrection or gives aid or comfort to someone engaging in an insurrection. The Constitution was thrown out the window. The Reconstruction Amendments were thrown out the window. They're gone. They're gone. And it's debatable if they ever existed in the first place. We're gone. It's over. This country's over. Right? So Republicans are planning. Donald Trump and his team, there was a leak that came out that said, even if the election is close or Democrats are slightly in the lead. Now, again, all the polls, margin of error, all the polls everywhere, margin of error, margin of error. Republicans, including Donald Trump himself, are strategizing on if there are elections in, like, let's say Pennsylvania Senate, Georgia Senate, Wisconsin, right, Arizona, that are close, within the margin of error, they're going to try to do more election conspiracies. So, the only way the Democrats can win in a way that's actually going to stick is if they win by a good margin. And every poll indicates that that's not happening. So, you have election deniers, anti-democracy conspiracy theorists that are seizing power. This year, they're going to seize power. We're going to have governors elected, probably in Arizona, who ran on a platform that Joe Biden is a fake president, and they're going to be governor. We're going to have state secretaries of state. Those are those who are in charge of elections. There are going to be election deniers, anti-democracy conspiracy theorists. And we're going to have a Democratic lame duck for 2 years leading into 2024. We're fucked. I need you to understand, it's over. It's over. The whole voting strategy is over. Now again, let me give myself a get out of jail free card here. If tomorrow is not how I predict it, let's say tomorrow's a blowout. Let's say Democrats, it's a blue wave, bro. Let's say the youth are really coming out. I don't know. Who knows? Anything's possible. Right? Then that would be cool. But really, let's be honest. All that's really going to do is stop the bleeding. Let's be honest. It's just going to stop the bleeding. That's all. Like, if Democrats hold on this time, I'm still nervous about 2024, but hey, I'd rather have a couple more years of a functioning country, right? I hope and pray. I don't pray because I don't believe in God. I think people that believe in God are stupid. By the way, 70% of Americans believe in God. That it's a good result. But every part of me realizes that I got to brace for fucking impact. But here's my thing. If I'm proven wrong, I'm down to be proven wrong. I'm down. But at the end of the day, voting is a failed strategy. It's a failed strategy. Voting is not going to save us. Now, we got to vote anyway. But we got to come up with something else. Because Republicans, if they get power in 24, I don't know, man. So, needless to say, my outlook is bleak. I do not feel good about the election. I think Democrats are going to lose, or I think it's going to be a margin of error scenario, and the election conspiracy theorists are going to activate their army. I'm not looking forward to it. And, you know, I could be wrong. I want to be wrong. If someone has any sort of information that would lead me to believe otherwise, I'd love to hear it. But, I don't know. So, anyway, that's my midterm election prediction. Yeah, we're fucked. So, go to the pharmacist or go to your doctor, get some prep, because we are going to get fucked, and it's not going to be in the good dick way. So that's my ending there on that one. Hello, Skeletino. Yo, is this shit live? Damn right it's live. We need to organize and unionize in our communities. That can save us. Yeah. People say that. People say that. How the fuck do you organize with crazy dumb motherfuckers? I'm sorry. Hey. I don't know. Every organization I've ever been a part of, every organization I've ever seen anything or read anything about, collapses from within because people yell at each other or they disagree with each other and they don't know how to handle disagreement. There's no conflict resolution in American culture. It's all fucked. Hey, and maybe I could be wrong. If anyone wants to show me an example of a scenario that doesn't end up like that. But I'm talking historically. I'm talking to like any and every organization that has had any potential impact was destroyed from within. Every time. Every time. There's not a single exception. So, hey, I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, the early voting cope, climate crisis dragon, while I appreciate it, the early voting cope I don't think means anything. I don't think it means anything. I'm sorry. Republicans don't trust early voting and they don't trust mail-in ballots. I mean, they don't trust anything. But Republicans and Republican groups and circles, they all say to vote on election day. So, I don't have any faith in that statistic that it means anything. Also, Andrew Kohler, you were talking about 14th Amendment Section 3 and someone, you're disappointed in someone. Give me the scoop. Give me the scoop on that. I wanna know who I'm gonna make fun of in the next couple of minutes here when you answer that question. But yeah, I don't know, man. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I'm scared. I'm scared, man. Like, you see what these Republicans say about minorities, especially queer people. I'm fucking scared, man. These fuckers are insane. Well, we'll see, Climate Crisis Dragon. I hope you're right. But yeah, I'm scared. Yeah, I need some of that high quality premier copium. But yeah, once again, I will be doing a live stream tomorrow evening at 7 p.m. And I know I've been a little flaky recently, but it will happen. Midterm election coverage. I'm going to be doing probably at least 3 possibly 4, maybe even 5 different drugs tomorrow. So, I will be ready. I'll be ready. Did a segment that I thought downplayed the importance of the challenge. Which challenge? The Donald Trump should be barred from running challenge? Because that's the thing. Like, that's not going to happen. But even if it does, it's not like any other Republican, like Ron DeSantis, right? It's not like he's going to be much better. So, okay, we banned Trump from office. Great. Now someone else is going to win. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's pretty much my show for today as far as news is concerned. I want to sit here for an extended QCOC. If anyone has anything that they want to get on record, before tomorrow, if you want to say anything that's on your mind, and then you can point back, hey, look at this chat. I said it. My prediction was true. Now's your time. I'm not sure why Trump hasn't been arrested. Trump hasn't been arrested because, again, Americans are fucking stupid. Americans are fucking dumb. They're dumb. I don't know how else to come up with another synonym, another way to say it. Americans are fucking stupid, and it's going to be the downfall of everybody. Predictions on Georgia Senate race, I have no idea. I'm going to say probably Herschel Walker will win. That's just, I just have no faith that Democrats can win. I want to be wrong. I strive to be wrong. On a scale from 1 to 10, how scared am I? I don't really know how to put a number on that. QCOC, how do you renew a membership? I think there's a join button. I think there's a join button, but I don't know. I've never became a member of any YouTube channel, so I don't know what it's like on the user end. I'm sorry. How stupid are Americans? I know you're goading me here, but I've said this before. Americans, right now, every day you wake up, we are in the dumbest moment in human history. Let me explain. Every day, new scientific discoveries. Every day, new medical research. Every day, right? Our understanding of the universe, our understanding of nutrition, our understanding of medicine gets better and better every single day. Right? Every single day. And yet, the average American gets dumber every day. Right? So, my postulation, my theory, is that we are in the dumbest moment of human history every day we wake up, because the information gap between what the average person thinks and understands about the world and what we as a species have collectively researched is the widest it's ever been, ever. 500 years ago, motherfuckers didn't know about soap. Can you blame them? 1,000 years ago, motherfuckers were drinking lead in the water because it tasted good. Can you blame them? They're fucking dumb. They died at the age of 33. These fuckers were stupid as hell. But again, the collective knowledge of the species was also around the same, intelligence level. So can you really blame them? Whereas today, just look. I need you to understand. COVID. Right? COVID spelled the disaster for this country. And let me explain why. I read a study this morning from Ireland. 9 out of 10 people in Ireland that have had COVID and had long COVID have had long COVID for over a year. 9 out of 10 long COVID patients in an Ireland study have had long COVID symptoms that have not gotten better in a year's time. What is the most common long COVID symptom? Brain fog. Brain fog leads to the inability to intake and process information. So look at how America handled the COVID-19 pandemic. America handled the COVID-19 pandemic in the worst way possible, right? Put everyone at risk, killed a bunch of old people. 87% of people in this country under 18 years old, 87% have had COVID. We know about, the CDC says, I saw this new data collection, the CDC says 10 to 20% of COVID patients get long COVID. I've seen studies that have said 40%, right? All I know is 87% of kids have had COVID at least once. Let's say 15% chance they get long COVID. Long COVID doesn't go away. The most common long COVID symptom is brain fog. We're going to be seeing an entire generation of dumb motherfuckers. Of dumb shit for brains motherfuckers. Dumb shit for brains motherfuckers. And that was in 2020. The dumb shit for brains motherfuckers went out and destroyed the world. And now all the dumb motherfuckers, I need you to understand, the dumb motherfuckers who went out without masks, the dumb motherfuckers who didn't get vaccinated, the dumb motherfuckers who believed in these online conspiracy theories, now they're even dumber. They were already fucking stupid in January of 2020. Now they're even dumber. Now they've got brain fog. They've got disease. Now they're even dumber. So I say this. We're fucked. As a species, I give up. I don't know if that's popular. I don't know if people want to hear that. Game, set, match, as far as I'm concerned. It's over. So that's my opinion on that. We were already fucking stupid when this pandemic started. And now, the dumbest among us are even stupider. Saul, I don't need you to come in my chat and say stupid fucking goddamn shit. Like, I think this would all disappear if they arrested Trump. You think that the country would just magically change overnight if Trump is arrested, and you're telling me I quit too easily? Motherfucker, you quit years ago. If you think that the only thing keeping this country a fucking shithole is the fact that Trump is not in jail, Trump's gonna go to jail and all of a sudden the Republican Party, they're all gonna say, oh shit, I guess we're not Republicans anymore. Like, what? What? Trump's gonna go to jail and all the Republicans are gonna be like, oh fuck, alright, I guess I'll go to college now. Oh, I guess I was wrong. Trump's bad. Really? And I'm the one who gave up? Okay. It's over, man. It's over. It's over. I'm sorry. I don't want to keep repeating myself. Thank you, Skeletino. This is new. This is my first time wearing it. Well, actually, I wore it yesterday, but I didn't do anything yesterday where people would see it. But yeah, it's over, man. The dumbest people in society are now considerably dumber. And it's not just COVID. The internet. The facts are in, y'all. The internet and how it affects the average person, not good. Now again, the internet, a breadth of knowledge, right? A wealth of information, but you need to know how to use it. And most Americans don't know how to use it. So they're fucked. They go on Facebook and now they think that there's a hoax and that the transgenders are going to chop up their kids. Like the transgenders are going to climb through their windows and steal their kids and chop them up. right? Americans are getting dumber every day. It's not just COVID. It's not just brain fog. It's not just long COVID, whatever. It's disinformation. It's lack of media literacy. It's just lack of literacy. We're fucked. We're fucked. I don't, there's no way out of it. There's no way. Now, again, the internet, it's got a lot of great stuff on it. It's got me. I'm on the internet. Wow. Holy shit. But when you think of the average, think about it. Think of the average American. Someone in your family, someone you can personalize, right? Your uncle, your fucking coworker, right? Someone you know, but you know that they're just like indicative. Find like the most average person you know and think about them in your mind. Do they have media literacy? Do they know how to parse disinformation? Do they know how to even read an article past the headline? Think about it. The average American. Do they know how to read an article after the headline? What do we do? What do we do? Motherfucker, 70% of Americans still believe in God. Like, you expect America to get its shit together? 70% of these stupid fucking morons believe in God. They believe that Jesus is going to save them in the afterlife. What? Jesus is going to save them in the afterlife, so why bother fixing the planet now? It's just a test. I'm willing to argue that nobody chooses to believe in God. The only people that believe in God are the ones that are brainwashed and groomed in as children. Now I know people switch religions, but like, think about it. Think about it. If you think Jesus is going to save you when you die, you're not going to do jack fuck all to save the world or to even prevent the world from collapsing. Because when you die, Jesus is going to send you to heaven. Hello, Talented Pen. That's a good username. By the way, y'all, I want you to subscribe to my Doom channel. I don't care if you like Doom or not. That is irrelevant to me. I'm trying to get monetized on that shit. So, unsubscribe after I get monetized. I don't mind. Yeah, I hopped in on that YouTube handle. All the other Doom speedrunners are going to be pissed. That's right, fuck you, bitch. You know? But, man, we're fucked. Thank you for bringing up the Green Party, Saul. Think about this. Think about it. Right? America is such a stupid fucking country that when people realize the obvious, that both parties fucking suck, right? Yes, one of them sucks more than the other one by a considerable margin. But at the end of the day, both parties fucking suck. That's not hard to figure out. That's called walking around and participating in America. Both parties fucking suck, right? But then we've got this whole fucking space of scam artists, right? Of people that are like, oh shit, someone figured out that 2 + 2 is 4. Let's take advantage of them. Oh shit, they figured out that 3 × 3 is 9. Whoa. Can we get their money? Right, so people, they find out step 1 of waking up to the system. And then a giant fucking chunk of them, Green Party, Forward Party, People's Party, non-voters, right? Like, a giant chunk of them just get thrown immediately into another conspiratorial way of thinking. Just as conspiratorial as thinking the Democrats are going to save us is thinking that the Green Party is going to save us. Oh, if I just give $10 to Andrew Yang, everything's going to be fine. You know what I mean? Oh, shit. Let me give Jimmy Dore a super chat. That'll really save America. Right, again, like, every step of the way, when you start to really see and unravel how society functions, how capitalism works, every single revelation that you'll have, like, oh, capitalism is inherently an evil system, right? There's going to be someone there to take advantage of you when you realize that, right? Every step of the way. Like, oh, big pharma is problematic, so buy my supplements. Yeah. You know what I mean, right? Every time someone will possibly come to a correct conclusion, there is someone immediately there waiting for them to take advantage of them and to spin them into another wasteful direction. We're fucked, dude. I don't know. How do we get out of this? How is it possible? It's not. Hello, Nicholas Washington. Good to see you again. Upside down emoji. Why are you upside down? You gotta fucking turn around. Turn that fucking smile. Well, turn the face, because upside down and turn it around. Getting a lot of people I've never seen in my chat before pop in here. What's going on? You got fucking like 5 new people, and they're apparently they know who I am enough to comment. Hey, I'm just say hello. Maybe I'm not sure. By the way, if you want to give me money, that would be cool. Some folks were giving me a super chat earlier. Become a member. I have PayPal, Cash App, Patreon. Back me up. Once again, tomorrow I will be doing a midterm stream on Twitch. I will post a YouTube video when I go live. So, you know, check your YouTube subscriptions or whatever. And, you know, follow me there tomorrow. All that. Cause you weren't functioning for a while. ... question mark on you space tube. Well, thank you, Nicholas Washington. Thank you for that. I don't really know what that means. Any gaming today? I've been doing a lot of gaming just off stream. Because I do not want to be perceived. If anyone knows how that feels. I uploaded a lot of Doom speedruns to my second channel over the weekend. So go check those out. I'm having a lot of fun with that. Yo, when in doubt. When in doubt. Max Dog. Max Dog. Look at this fucking creature. Look at this creature. Max, give me that eggplant. It's mine. Oh. Look at this. Look at this dog. He's not letting go. Max, I paid for this. It's mine. There you go. I was gonna give it back to you immediately, Max. Anyway. I have the shelf over here. I was gonna set this shelf up like 2 weeks ago. That's not happening. But there you go. My room is nice and spacious. Yeah, it is. John Johnson. Oh boy. Heard a great question. You have a baby in one hand and a petri dish of 4 fertilized eggs in the other hand. Which do you drop? Why do I need to drop one? And also, why do I have 4 fertilized eggs? What the fuck? Depleted uranium cowboy, $5. Q-Cock, where can I buy your supplements? I was thinking about doing a supplement. I was thinking about it. Like for the lucid dream stuff. Whenever I fucking get around to that, I was thinking about doing one. Drop the baby, it'll survive. I love how you use the word it. I'm very particular with pronoun usage. Like, Max is a he or they. I'll never call any animal it. I call squirrels they, right? I call wild animals, like squirrels are the only example I can think of, right? That said, I will call a baby it. A baby, fuck that baby. I don't give a shit about that baby. That baby is as real as a chair. Fuck that shit. Right? My dog, they, him. That squirrel that I'm looking at through the window, they. A baby, it. Fuck that baby. Oh. God damn. Yep. Lion's mane mushroom is great for brain function. I've read the same. Lion's mane also tastes really good. I did a cooking with the bitch video with lion's mane, which also, by the way, very easy to grow lion's mane mushroom. I don't know if it's very easy, but it's relatively easy, and it tastes pretty good. So hit that shit up. I love mushrooms. I'm not sure if anyone knew that, but I'm a mushroom fan. I'm a fan. And an air conditioner, for that matter, which is just like an upgraded fan. DD, congestive heart failure, 10. I believe the children are our future. Cheers. Yeah, the children are our future, and the future is bleak. Yes, it's true. It's true. They are our future. Reminder, 87% of under 18s have had COVID. They're fucked. Chicken of the woods. I've had it once. I received food from a restaurant over the last week. And at this restaurant, I had like a very mushroomy ramen soup that had like 5 different mushrooms in there. And a couple of them I'd never had before. So it was pretty cool. I always love trying a new mushroom. And there's so many of them. That's the thing. Like, it's fucking every time you look into it, every couple months, someone's got a new ass mushroom that they fucking want to sell you. It's crazy stuff. Yeah, I'm a huge fan. That's the thing, Relon. I have come to believe that there is no such thing as fault. It's no one's fault that anything is happening. No one is to blame. It's just over. Never had a chance. Skeletino, my recommendation would be to go on the internet and to purchase mushroom spores for whatever you're trying to grow and grow them yourself at home. It's much cheaper. It is fun. It's enjoyable. It's a skill. And you don't get limited to the grocery store selection. So that is my recommendation. I believe that the children are the future and the future is bleak. Hey, I'll put that on a t-shirt whenever I do merchandise. Would y'all buy like t-shirts of my stupid fucking phrases? Like if I said like what would you buy that? Like if I just put that on a t-shirt, would anyone buy it? Skeletino, space. I can guarantee you space is not as much of a concern as you might think it is. If you have a bed frame and there is space under your bed, you got space, you know. The only thing you need to concern yourself with is the startup cost. I bought a large packet of dried shit take mushrooms at a good price. It will last a long time, and I use a few at a time. See, there you go. Dried is fine. I mean, drying them out is good. But, like, you can grow them yourself and then dry them yourself, you know, so. Q-Cock, I love your new drip at Cyberdemon531. And why do kids call it drip now? I don't know. I don't really know what that means. I just say it because people say that, and I want to feel like I'm part of something. Personally, not a fan of advertising or phrases on my clothing. I feel it, Spit Dragon. That's why I asked the question. Any guests for tomorrow? I don't know if I'll ever have a guest on my show again. I don't know. How do I get a guest on my show? People ask me, hey, can I come on your show? I'm like, okay. Then what? Fuck, I have to talk to someone? Ugh. I have to, like, talk to them beforehand to set it up? Ugh. I have to, like, pretend to be happy while I'm on the phone with them? Oh. Y'all, when I have a guest on my show, like, that is, like, weeks. I need you to know. It is weeks. It is weeks of, like, anxiety every time. Because, like, people don't schedule, oh, yeah, I'll come on the show tomorrow. Oh, I'll come on today. People are like, oh, yeah, let's schedule it next week. And then I'm thinking, oh, God, 7 days from now. It's like The Ring. Oh, God. Oh. In 3 days, I gotta do this bullshit. And then the guest comes on, and it's fine. It's usually a great time for everybody. But it's just like, that's 2 weeks of my life where I'm just freaking the fuck out. Oh. I got a disease. Yeah, I mean, I don't want to make anyone here in my show depressed. I hope that people who find my show are already depressed. That's my ideal scenario. I don't want someone to be, like, happy, and then they click on this show, and then, like, 3 weeks later, it's over for them. I want people who are already, like, on the ledge. I want them to be clicking on the show. That's my target demographic. I don't want to turn any fucking happy, bubbly motherfuckers into, like, you know, whatever this is. I don't know what this is, but... Fuck. Oh, Skeletino. Get out while you can! Oh. Quirky humor? Yo, that's like a book jacket quote. Like, you know, like on the front cover, you know, at the top in quotes. Andrea's quirky humor helps. What does it help? You gotta read to find out. All we know is that it helps. What the fuck? Quirky? Whoa! Look at me, I'm quirky! Wow! My ear itches. You ever get an ear itch? Oh. How long do you think America has till we lose the House and the Senate? It depends. Like, do you consider, like, what is the end, right? 5 years until, like, we reach a position where, like, we don't have any elections anymore. I think it's more likely we turn into, like, a Russia scenario where we have elections, but they're mostly just, like, for show. Right? So is that what you count? Because I'd say 10 years. Hey, I want to connect with you. I don't care if you don't talk. We just sort of get into it. I'm not very good at oration, like you. So what's say? I don't even really know what you're saying, Nicholas Washington. Like, what are you asking? Like, you want to connect with me? Like, what does that mean? Like, are we going to trade Pokemon? Like, what are you talking about? I'm sorry. How long am I going to stream tomorrow? I'm going to start the stream at 7. And then I'm going to stream until the drugs get too intense. And I can't tell you when that's going to be. "10 years is too much." Realon, this is slander. Am I still doing the show in the morning? Yes, I will do an Above It All tomorrow at 10. 7 p.m. I don't know if I said a.m. I meant to say p.m. How long until they start rounding up queer people to unalive? I'd say 10 years. You see, Andrew, I knew that. And I chose to say slander anyway because you're in the chat. And I knew you would say that. So, get manipulated? That's right. I'm the puppet master. Dance, dance, puppy, dance. Oh. Like all Americans. It's true. Typical American. You ever meet someone whose name is American? You know, I never met anyone named American, but I know of people named American. Like American McGee. He worked on Doom, and he has a bunch of his own games. His name is American. I remember when I first looked at the credits for Doom, right? And I saw American McGee. Like, I thought that was like... I didn't know that was a name. I was confused. But no, that's a person. At least, you know, that's what they're called in the... I don't know. It's crazy shit. It's crazy shit. Like the guy's name... Yo, American. Whoa. Like, imagine responding to that. I'm not very good at English, but I find my views and yours kinda unite. Well, thanks for that, Nicholas. I appreciate it. Just asking questions. Well, define very early, Saul Yusuf. I hope American is not a Trumper. That would suck. That would fucking suck. Saul. Oh. Do I ever chat with a group of members on Discord? Fuck. Like, the only thing more daunting than having a guest on the show? Talking to my fans. Oh! Oh, Lord. What am I supposed to say? Ha ha hi. Oh, I don't even like talking in a text chat. I'm sorry. I'm a mess. I'm talking to you now. No. I am talking to myself. I am talking to a screen and reading text. Those are different things. Someone being able to talk to me like back in real time. Fuck. But anyway, yeah, I mean, I guess I've said everything I need to say. That's it. I got nothing. I'll be back tomorrow at 10. And then, yeah, what Abner said. We'll see what happens. Woo!
I don't know who created Pokemon Go, but I'm trying to figure out how we get them to have Pokemon go to the polls. I don't know who created Pokemon Go, but I'm trying to figure out how we get them to have Pokemon go to the polls. But I'm trying to figure out how we get them to have Pokemon go to the polls. But I'm trying to figure out how we get them to have Pokemon go to the polls. But I don't know who created how we get them to have Pokemon go to the polls. But I'm trying to figure out how we get them to have Pokemon go to the polls.
The world is actually a small piece of the universe, right?
I went in yesterday and there was a television screen and I said, this is genius.
Read the polls, Jack. You guys are all the same. Read the polls, Jack. 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 Read the polls. Read the polls, Jack. Polls, Jack. Polls, Jack. 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 Read the polls, Jack.
No, seriously, hot so
It is time for us to do what we have been doing, and that time is every day. Every day it is time for us to agree